happened to our sense of urgency? Welcome back, sales professionals and leaders. And yes, today we will discuss a sense of urgency. Now, I want to preface this discussion with a question for all of us. What would we do if our pay was a direct reflection of our performance at work? We'll think about that one and we'll come back to it. Now, in a business context, a sense of urgency means to act promptly and with intention to make things happen. Right? In other words, it means to hustle, to put in work, to increase our effectiveness and our efficiency. It means to think 3 steps ahead. I have this task I need to complete. If this way doesn't work, what's the next way I will attempt? If that way doesn't work, what's the next way I will attempt? It's seeing the big picture. My job may be smaller, it's on a small level, but how does that affect the overall mission of this organization? All right? The opposite of sense of urgency is procrastination. So we're always choosing to do one or the other. And the beautiful part about it is we get to choose. We can choose if we're going to work with a sense of urgency or if we're going to procrastinate. It's up to us. Now, I'm sure there's several reasons or why people don't have a sense of urgency, and I want to cover 2 of them. And I believe the first one is that we don't believe what we do is important. We don't believe what we do at work is important. Sometimes we may not believe us ourselves are important. And when we believe what we do at work is not important, we don't do it well. What you do is important. It's important to your team. It's important to your department. It's important to the mission of the organization. Whatever your organization is working to accomplish, your job is important. You are important. All right. The second reason I believe is that we don't have goals lined up for us. We're going day to day. We don't have goals. We don't have a plan. So what I want to do is I want to give you 5 steps to help you develop and generate this sense of urgency that not will only drive you at work, but it'll drive you to accomplish those things that you want to do in your personal life, in the evenings, in the weekends, in your vacation time. Because that sense of urgency, you can use it throughout your whole life with everything. So here we go. All right. Number 1 is develop goals. Hourly, daily, weekly, yearly. What's your 5-year goals? All right? Be specific, because the more specific you are, the more focus and energy you put into these goals. All right, number 2 is devise a plan. How are you going to make it happen? How are you going to accomplish it? And what tools and resources will I need to achieve these goals? Number 3 is create a standard timeline for the task that you need to complete. You should know this task should take me about this long. And if you're going over the time, reevaluate the steps you're using. All right, just don't have an open timeline, like a blank check for time. All right, standardize it. All right, the 4th one is prioritize. Level 1, 2, and 3. All right, level 1 is things that must get done today. Level 2 is things that need to be done by 48 hours. And level 3 is things that need to be done by 72 hours. Never deviate. Right? Accomplish those things as you need to. Phone prospecting is always level 1. Should rarely be stepped on. All right. And the 5th and final step here is let's remove distractions. Now, a supervisor calling during phone prospecting time is a distraction, and I'm guilty of it. It's something that I've worked to put in place to leave my team alone during phone prospecting time. All right. Other distractions could be, talking with office partners, co-workers. Could be a television we have in the office. It could be a radio. It could even be notifications we get on our cell phones. So let's figure out and think, what things can I remove so I can increase my effectiveness, my sense of urgency? Maybe a sense of urgency can stem from you getting the task done with a high level of success, so then now you can chat with an office partner or do those things that you want to do. All right, these 5 steps will slowly help you develop a sense of urgency. And that'll push you to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. I asked you in the beginning, what would you do if your pay was a reflection of your performance? So just think about that every single day. What would I do? This task I need to complete, that seems relatively difficult. If my paycheck depended upon it, what would I do to get it done? You'd be surprised. It puts your brain to work. It gets your brain thinking, finding solutions to problems. Or be a solution person, right? Don't focus on a problem, focus on a solution. And that will kind of get your brain working. If my paycheck was dependent upon my productivity, what would I do? Creative juices flowing. So I hope you learned something today. Let's develop this sense of urgency together. Let's inspire and motivate each other. And go have yourself huge levels of success.